Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back to our channel. Today we are back with another what?
Budget.
Banger. We're back with another banger.
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 Bang bang.
We're back with another banger. We are going to be discussing our kind of March end budget recap and our April budget and like just brainstorming some plans that we've been going back and forth over for the past couple of days.
Yeah.
I'd say about a week. On and off.
On and off for about a week.
Yeah, on and off for about a week. So we wanted to show you guys what we did for the month of March. When Bay got his last check and I got my check, we basically paid majority of the bills, right? So hold on. All right, y'all. So this right here is our
fourth time. Let y'all know.
my camera kept cutting off. So
bloopers might be inside the video.
This right here was our budget. We started off with, so our last check in March was $1,984.84. So we basically took that and tried to catch up on bills we were behind, and we we paid majority of the bills for the month of April. Yeah. So with that, we went ahead and paid our USAA. This cable bill is for March. That was, so some of these bills we were a little behind on. Yeah. For Tiva, it's normally $28, but for some reason they weren't taking it out of the account. So we paid the $80 to catch up on. So we are on track with that. We paid our we ended up cutting the cable off too, so because $131 right now is just a little too much, so we just have internet. We paid our alarm company. For Tiva, we're caught up on life insurance. We paid Scanna. We paid Capital One, Home Depot, Walmart, Amazon. We still have 4 credit cards that we were able to pause payments on for 2 months. And we did $75 for gas, $70 for groceries, $40 for allowance, and then $894 on the mortgage. And then we didn't have our light bill yet, so we had $209 left. Ooh. So our light bill was $119 and some change. We'll say $119.50. So out of that $209.84, $119 of that went to the light bill. So the light bill is all caught up, and then that little change we kind of spent here and there on knickknacks and stuff. So I just wanted to give you guys a rundown because I know our budget has been very inconsistent with us.
You did
posting
a whole
videos
budget in like 2
because
minutes.
the budget was already set out.
You did a whole budget in 2 minutes.
The budget was already set out, so all I had to do, I just wanted to explain to you what we're doing because we're starting to get back consistent with YouTube, and I just didn't want to jump into a budget video and y'all be lost. So we're just gonna say this is just gonna be a fresh start, right? Yeah. This is like our 5th reset. Or maybe our 10th budget reset.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. To catch you guys up, let's go to another piece of paper. We have a savings, an emergency fund. We have our bills / mortgage account. And then we have our regular checking. So when we, of course, our checking has money that goes in and out of it constantly. It's where our direct deposit goes. Bills and mortgage have money in and out of it constantly because bills and mortgage are constantly due. Our emergency fund had $0.
Zero.
But our savings has had $500 in it since about April, mid-March, because we were supposed to put $500 on the Walmart card.
You mean February, mid-March?
Yeah, so in February we put $300 on it, and then in February we put over the $200.
Yeah, in March we put it. Beginning of March we put over $200.
Yeah, so we have been sitting on that money, and so
on that for not touching it. That's pretty good for us not to touch some.
We have not touched it, so we do have $500 in the savings, which basically our savings account is money it's not really savings, it's just money we're sitting to the side to put on debt until we figure out when we're ready to go ahead and pull the trigger and put it on the debt. Yeah. But right now we're kind of
pull the trigger.
So right now we're kind of sitting on it because when we were ready to put the $500 on it, we were like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and do it. Corona happened, and then after Corona happened, Bay got terminated. So it's like we're definitely gonna sit on this $500 now. Like we had the gun ready and loaded and ready to bust.
That bitch was off safety.
Yes.
Like we were ready just to blast some things.
We was ready to set it off, but now we have just put the safety back on, and kept the bullets in the chamber.
You know what I mean? We got that ghost bullet, but
I mean, it's ready to go.
It's ready to pop, but
we're just not ready to pull the trigger yet.
Yeah.
So that savings / debt money has $500 in it, and because of Bay's unemployment, we have been able to sit over. It went from $0 to $655.25, which is great. And our emergency fund has basically tripled in.
Excuse me. It's not Bay. Bay's not making me, not boring me now.
We have tripled our emergency fund in like less than a week.
About a week and a half.
And about a week and a half, our emergency fund has tripled.
Yeah. So I think what we were thinking, like we came up with a plan to talk about, use my unemployment, try not to touch it as possible, like try not to touch it as hard as we can, put that to the side. And like, cause when we get this big check, whenever it comes,
I was supposed to do this video with Bay, but we ended up getting into a little argument, and so yeah, I'm like, you're gonna kill my vibe, so I'd rather do this video solo. So yes, we got into a little dispute. And so now that's what couples do. You argue, and it is what it is. And I don't have time. So I'm going to continue this video. Anyway, so we started off with $0, and now we have $655.25. Check-ins always have something in it. Bills always have something in it. And then that savings / debt account has $500 in it. So I'm going back and forth on what I want to do with it. I don't know if I want to move that $500 into the emergency fund, or if I want to keep that $500 in there and have that still be to pay off debt, because just gonna do on the calculator with $655.25 plus $500. If I move that into the emergency fund, that's $1,155.25, right? That's awesome. Our emergency fund will be funded in like 2 weeks. Not even 2 weeks, because we just put the $600 in there Monday. So our emergency fund will be fully funded in less than 7 days. So I'm like debating on what I want to do with it. Do I want to keep it in the savings so that we can just add to it to pay off debt, or put it over? Because I know for sure when we get our stimulus check, which is $2,400, that's going into the emergency fund as well. So if I take this, combine that with that, and do the $2,400, that's going to be $3,550.25 minus $240, because we're going to pay our tithes off that $2,400. That'll still be $3,315.25 in the emergency fund. That's pretty freaking awesome, because you can never have enough money in your emergency fund. But if we don't do the $500, that'll still be $2,815.25, and we can still add to that, which still, I mean, these are still good numbers to have in the emergency fund. So I am kind of torn on what to do. And then once we do that, we know for sure, because everything is so up in the air. I don't even know if the stimulus checks are going to be real or not. I'm pretty sure they're real. And I'm just blabbing. This is just me blabbing. But if everything goes according to plan, and if we do get a stimulus check, for sure it's going into the savings fund, and the emergency fund, and that'll be $2,815.25 without the $500. And then the next goal, what we were going to do, since the emergency fund is funded, we can still take care of debt. So our next plan was to take Bay's unemployment and just start paying off debt, which it'll be great, because we can go ahead and knock out debt, because that's what we were doing before, and that's what we still want to continue to do. The only thing is, do I want to put this money on debts with a high interest, like that the interest is just high, and even though we're paying the minimum, it's still not doing nothing? Or do I want to put it on low interest? And y'all, I'm just brainstorming to y'all. So, and that's one of the things I'm torn with, unemployment on debt. Do I want to put it on the 3 cards that have a high interest? Because Or should I knock out the 3 small cars, which was our goal for the year? Don't deviate from the goal. And I always do that. I always deviate from the plan. The plan this year was to pay off Amazon, Walmart, Capital One again because we're stupid, and the rewards card. Our goal was to I'm tongue tied. Pay off these 3 cards. So do I want to stick to the plan or do I want to deviate, since really 2020 is throwing a monkey wrench? 2020 has its own plan and pay off. Well, these cards are so high they wouldn't get paid off, but it would knock a dent in them because one of these cards is $3,500. His unemployment is not going to pay it. If we use his unemployment to pay off that one card alone, all his unemployment will be on that one card. So now that I'm thinking out loud, it doesn't make sense to pay off the cards with the highest interest because it would only be paying off one card versus if we do the ones with the low interest, we can pay off 4 cards and be done with our goals for the year and then still have that money going towards other cards. Smart with this. This is a great opportunity for us to get ahead, and financially, although Corona has done some damage, financially, Corona is helping the Irwins out big time because our emergency fund will be almost fully loaded. I'd say about 15% loaded because our goal for this year was just $1,000. If everything falls into place, we'll almost have $3,000 in our emergency fund, and we will have paid off 4 credit cards before summer hits, which is amazing. Like, if everything falls into place, it will all be amazing. So, with that being said, yeah, I just wanted to come on here. I'm pretty much rambling if it all makes sense, but I just wanted to catch y'all up because I'm going to be consistent with our budget because right now I have to be like, I can't be as lax. Like, I think I got comfortable with Bae making so much, and then like I think I just got comfortable and I was like, oh, I can just budget in bed. Like, I was still budgeting, but it wasn't. I just got really comfortable and I kind of dropped the ball. Like, everything was still getting paid, but when you get comfortable, you miss stuff here and there, and we haven't paid off anything since September. And if y'all watched my budget video in September, we had to spend like $1,000 on Bae's car, and we had already paid off so much, and it just kind of slowed us down. And we haven't paid off anything or put anything extra since September. And then it's like, boom, we got this $500 to put on Walmart, and it's like boom, boom, bam, like they don't want us to be great. So yeah, like, this is all just basically giving us a boost to be great. Like, it's nerve-wracking a little bit, but it's definitely gonna get us to where we need to be. So all you can do is roll with the flow, and like my mom said, find the rainbow. Find the positive in the negative. And the positive in this is that our emergency fund will be done and 4 credit cards will be paid off. And then that would only leave us with 3 more credit cards. I'm trying to see. I'm filming on my phone, so I can't show you guys the total debt that we have. I think what I'll do is when I'll just post a screenshot somewhere up here, and it'll have the breakdown of how much debt we have.
Use my phone for it?
No, because it's on my phone.
You sure?
It's on my phone. Love you too. I told y'all we got into an argument, and I can't stay mad at him, so now I'm up here smiling.
Yeah, you can stay mad at me.
I can't stay mad at you, but you do stuff that make me laugh and smile. And then the next thing we're trying to figure out is, once the emergency fund is done, with the rest of his unemployment checks, do we want to put it on interest? Or, like, do we just want to keep saving it? Like, it's tricky.
Yeah.
Because if we do take that unemployment, we can pay off the 4 cars we wanted to pay off this year anyways in 1 month.
Yeah. See, that's what I was thinking. After we hit that 3,000 mark, we just fixed what we need to fix on the cars, get our maintenance taken care of and stuff like that. And we, take that off. Because that 500, if we put that 500 towards that, what I'm saying is that difference that we do have, we can put that okay to the Amazon card or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Or we can put it towards the whatever the other, what the fuck is that other, the floor and the core card, you know? Pay off some little small inquiries and shit, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I just think right now the smartest thing to do would be using it to our advantage, which is paying off the cards. Because, I mean, we're paying a buttload of money a month on credit cards.
Yeah, we are.
And it wouldn't make sense to put it on the high interest cards because it's not going to pay it off. So if we knock out those little bitty cards, then next year we'll only have 3 cards. We'll have the Visa, Floor & Decor, your Visa, and the personal loan to pay off next year. That's not bad at all.
No, that's just some basic stuff right there.
So I think the game plan is once the stimulus check hit, whenever we get that, because that's the main thing that's going to fund the emergency fund. So whenever we get the stimulus check, then we can stop putting over the money for the emergency fund. But in case it never happens, then we just keep
stacking that shit.
So that's the plan B. So if we don't get the stimulus check, because we don't know like what all is going on, we'll stack the emergency fund until we get to $1,200. Once we get to $1,200, we'll start paying off. Some of these are like putting at least 5 minimum on these.
So get the emergency fund at $1,200, and
that's plan B.
That's plan B. Yeah. That's if that stimulus check.
So plan A is once the stimulus check hit, we take that unemployment, put it on debt. Yeah. Plan B, if we don't get it no time soon, because who never knows, it may be in August. We stack the emergency fund till $1,200. What?
August would be crazy too.
You never know.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I'm not saying that's not possible, because like the way shit going, the way they keep on pushing shit back and stuff.
You never know. So plan B is stack the emergency fund until we get to $1,200. Once we get to $1,200, we could probably put 5 on each of these cards. Yeah. And then after that, we'll go ahead and get the cards fixed. Yeah. And then call it like that. So that's plan A and plan B.
Yeah. We got 2 plans for that.
So I think that works. So y'all, that's it.